They're solo players and players who enjoy company. With The Division making its way to PS4, Xbox One, and PC, we're getting another entry in games whose campaigns can be enjoyed solo but are even more fun with a sidekick. So, while we're grinding through the levels of New York, we wanted to look back at a few games that were also fun with other people.
Now, we're not talking about competitive multiplayer games or MMORPGs. These are a few games with a story mode or campaign that can be played co-op. I'm Denise.
And I'm TamTu, you're watching TurnBase.
Remember your adventures on Pandora? Were you stuck with Mordecai even though you wanted to play Lilith? Or were you the person who trolled their co-op buddies with Claptrap? Whatever the case, more often than not, when asked about Borderlands, you're recommended to play the game with friends. It can even be quite difficult to play the games alone unless you're into playing something challenging. All in all, with a friend, it doesn't really matter if you're really good or really bad because you can carry each other through the hilarious epic of the Borderlands franchise.
Resident Evil 5 introduced co-op in its story mode, which for me was the only way to go, cause I don't do well in scary games, so having someone with me helped with the anxiety a bit. Even though Resident Evil 5 was nowhere near as scary or as good as the previous games, playing it with a friend was a nice exercise in communication and teamwork, which carried on in Resident Evil 6 and Revelations 2. Plus, dips on playing as Sheva for the Blood View.
Behind you! Oh, there he is. Oh, wow. Come on, Tam!
So we're all here gearing up for The Division to take care of writers, looters, cleaners, and other players. As TamTu showed us on Big Red Laser, even teaming up can be dangerous in this game.
Okay, he's not hostile, so...
Do you guys still have the head of shame from the very early
yeah,
BRLs?
we do.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Somewhere here.
What?
Over there.
This is for the dog, you asshole! You weak son of a bitch. You weak son of a bitch. Welcome to the dark zone, bitch! Oh, God.
Guys!
Right. Dogs forever!
Nonetheless, there is safety in numbers, and while the game is very much soloable when you get all that sweet purple and orange gear, creating memories and stories in apocalyptic Manhattan with friends is the way to go.
Despite being quite low on story, with everything from the original game to the expansions being very soloable, Destiny is one of those games that's just more fun with friends. Of course, there's matchmaking for strikes, and the raid actually requires you to have a team, and in itself, there's plenty to grind after you play the story missions. But Destiny has been all about its community, and it's really why the fans are still playing it, right? Plus, Backstreet's back.
Sure, you're super pimped out from hardcore mode in Diablo 3, but what's the point if you can't share it with anyone? Diablo is infamous for being a gamer couples game. When your partner asks you to play Diablo with them, the probability of them needing a healer is very high. The same thing also happened to someone we know. He got outleveled by his girl and carried through the rest of the game.
You have to remind me of that, right?
Yeah.
One of the most popular co-op game series is of course Left 4 Dead, with zombie slaying shenanigans all over the place. Left 4 Dead 2 introduced a single-player campaign for those willing to tackle the apocalypse with AI, but come on, collectively freaking out because you're running into a witch or tank? That's the best time to be part of Left 4 Dead.
But if you want to take a break from zombie killing, demon slaying, or alien stomping, solve some puzzles with a friend in one of the best co-op games, Portal 2. While it's mostly a separate campaign from the story, it's still a huge test of teamwork and still stands tall in the test of time. There are many more games we liked, of course, with honorable mentions going to good old Double Dragon, Turtles in Time, Broforce, Army of Two, Halo, and Hyrule Warriors.
So tell us what games you had the most fun with playing with someone else. Do you think co-op can enhance the experience like it does for some games?
Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next Turn Based.
And now it's your turn.